Welcome back, my friends, to Llama's Creations DIY. My name is Tammy. Today I am participating in the 4th Friday Challenge, and this month's theme is summer. It is hosted by Lisa from Our Grey House and Sarah from Jujubee DIY. Please go and check these ladies out. They are so creative and so sweet. Their channel links, along with the playlist link, will be in the description box. Let's start crafting. I picked these here up at my local Dollarama. First, what I'm doing is I'm trying to pry off all these little wood pieces that are sticking out. I do finally get it off. And then, of course, I also take off the sticker and that little hanging thing, the staples, and then I sand it all down, trying to get the residue off and the little pieces where the staples were. And I'm just using a hand sander. Now what I'm going to do is taking some Eileen's tacky glue and some hot glue. We're going to glue them side by side. And then we're going to glue them all together, making a nice board. I had to clean off all that extra glue coming out. Now I'm taking some big jumbo popsicle sticks, and again with Eileen's tacky glue and hot glue, I'm going to glue them onto the back of this side just to reinforce it just a little bit. Using some wood putty, I am going to fill in the hole that is going horizontally because I didn't want that to show. The one going vertically, I was absolutely fine with. I'm just using my finger. It was easier. Now, using my hand sander again, I'm going to sand it down to get it all nice and smooth and ready for painting. Using oatmeal from Home Decor Folk Art Chalk Paint, we're going to paint the entire thing this color. Now, using my ruler and a utility knife, I'm going to score lines going vertically across the board. If you hear screaming in the background, I am doing this while the kids are home. And of course, every time I do a voiceover, they've got to have their say. I found these colored scrapbooking paper in my stash. A bunch of different nice bright colors. A couple of pinks, yellow, green, orange, blue. They're just solid colors. What I'm going to do using my pencil, I'm going to draw out kind of like a half oval, a door shape, what you could say, and then I'm going to cut them out on each of one of the colors. Using my paint markers in different various colors, I'm going to hand draw on my letters, spelling out summer. The orange one was super liquidy. I had to wait for that one to dry for a bit. That purple one is from Craftspire. Really nice purple. And now, using some poster stickers, we're going to spell out the word welcome. Using the summer one there just for separate to see where I needed to go. Then, using my pencil, I'm going to trace around all my letters. Using metallic copper Folk Art Home Decor Chalk Paint, we're going to paint in the words welcome. Now I have these little square wood blocks. I'm going to hot glue one on the back of every one of those words, which are popsicle heads. It's supposed to be popsicle heads. And then what I'm doing is using some, I think it's flower paper, shipping paper, and some hot glue. I'm going to place it on top of the paper using my utility knife. We're going to carve it out, and the back of this is all nice and covered up. Wanted to do this before I continued my project. We're going to space out my letters, and I kind of do it whimsically because I thought that would be fun. And then we're just going to hot glue them on. Pulling out some regular size popsicle sticks, I'm going to put them underneath, measure out how far I need to go, clip them with my clippers, and then I hot glue them on. And I do this to every one of the popsicles. I found some of these pretty pansies in my stash, taking them apart and trying to make sure that they're as flat as possible, and just gluing the leaves back on. We're going to hot glue 2 to the right side and 1 to the left side. And now we're going to put on a hanger. Should have done this before we stuck everything on, but taking some jute rope, tying a knot in the bottom. I'm going to hot glue it right in the middle. And then I take another piece of the shipping paper and put that on top. And there's a beautiful welcome sign. Who doesn't like popsicles in the summer? And freezies. Num num. Next project. I have this thrifted door front. First, what I'm going to do is fill in all those holes. Didn't need them. And there was lots. But we got them all filled in. Waiting for that to dry, we're going to take some painter's tape and tape off the edge. I didn't want to get any of the paint on around the sides, so that's what I did. And then I sand the middle just to get some of that shine off. First, we're going to use the metallic copper home decor chalk paint, and we're going to paint about half of this inside with this color. And then, using, I think it's called Vintage Mustard home decor chalk paint, we're going to paint the other half. And I get along all the sides. And I do 2 coats of these. Then I take a clean brush and some water, and I'm going to blend the 2 colors in, adding paint where I need, and just blend, blend, blend until you like what you see, really. What I try to do is get any of those harsh paint lines away where it looks like you could see the 2 different ones, and I just keep blending and going and adding paint as I go until I like what I see. We're going to remove all that tape. And I guess I'm showing you a little bit more, me wiping that there, seeing if it's dry. I thought I skipped all this part. I'm so good at editing. What am I doing? I'm just sitting there. Okay. Now, using Java Folk Art Home Decor Chalk Paint and a rag, I'm just going to dab the rag in and rub it along all the sides. I wanted to cover up all those holes that have the putty in them, and also it gives the outer look just a nice little color. I had all these beer bottle caps spray painted already in yellow and orange. What I'm doing is just with my pliers, I'm going to bend them in half, and now I'm going to arrange them on the board into a sunflower. One full one in the middle. And then using some Eileen's tacky glue and hot glue, we're going to glue them all down into place. If you just use hot glue, they don't stick for very long. So I like to use the combination of a strong glue and hot glue for the long time and for now, so I can keep on going. I pulled out these cattails out of my stash. I'm going to clip them off. And then I'm going to take that cattail off because all I wanted was the leaves and the stem. And we're going to hot glue that right onto the board, giving our sunflower a nice stem with some leaves. Excuse me. Hot glue is fine for this. It actually melted the leaves a little bit, but it helped it to stick better. I had this little bundle of greenery already in my stash. It was from another project that didn't work out. I'm going to fluff it out, hot glue it to the bottom, giving our nice sunflower a little more greenery. And then I also take some Spanish moss and hot glue that onto the bottom of the greenery. Cover up all that mess there. Time for a hanger. Using some wire, I'm going to staple it onto the sides. And what I do is I fold the wire up, staple again, fold it down, staple it again, and I do that to both sides. And then I cover it with some hot glue just to extra security and so that it doesn't scratch the wall. When you're done that, this sign is done. I've made lots of pop bottle crafts with flowers and stuff, and I absolutely love them. Next craft. I have this scrap piece of board. It measures 12 by 7 and a bunch of tumbling tower blocks. What we're going to do is take in the tumbling tower blocks. We're going to use Eileen's tacky glue and hot glue again, and we're going to glue them all around this board. This here project, my youngest son gave me the idea. He said, "Mom, I have an idea for you for one of your crafts." And he gave me the idea, and I thought, that's a really good idea, boy. Thanks. When I was done it, I showed him. He's like, "You took my idea. Awesome, Mom." And now I'm going to paint the entire thing after it's all done in Java Home Decor chalk paint. These here are the tops of garden stakes. I'm going to lay out 9, and then using regular popsicle sticks, I'm going to glue them all along the top, and then I do a row on the bottom. And I try and go as even as possible along the top and along the bottom, clipping down the popsicle sticks where I need to go. I do 2 sets of 9 and 2 sets of 5, and then I paint them all white. Now, taking the fence that we just made, we're going to line it up along the side. And then again, using Eileen's tacky glue and some hot glue, we're going to add it to the bottom of the little sticks. And we're going to glue them all on. And then, from those same stakes, I painted those with the same Java color, and we're going to glue those on the outside so it looks like it's all nice and finished. I now have some floral foam from my stash. We're going to lay it all out along the bottom and glue them all down. I don't normally glue my floral foam, but because it's so shallow, I had to. Taking some of this moss, it actually really stinks, but I mean, it's not horribly, but it stinks. We're going to glue that all around the floral foam, making sure to hide it all. And now we're going to add our flowers. Taking a bunch of little pink daisies, other pink flowers and yellow flowers. We're just going to add them wherever you want, leaving the leaves on. Wherever. I'm no gardener. Or I am a gardener, but you know, I'm no professional. And then I add in some more moss, which should have done this before you added the flowers. So that's my suggestion to you. I picked out this little tag out of my stash. I'm going to color one side with green, and these are Craftspire markers, and I color the other side purple. They're like a metallic color, really pretty. Taking my white paint marker, we're going to write on fresh flowers. And then I pulled out a bamboo skewer. We're going to add a little bit of hot glue to the sign. Put the bamboo skewer on, add some hot glue on top. Place it into our little garden. And you have this cute little garden that's done. I love it. It's such a wonderful idea, eh? Eh? So Canadian, eh? I'd like to thank the ladies for hosting this challenge every month. I always have fun joining in. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like this video, and don't forget that bell. If you're a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. So happy to see you. I hope everyone has a wonderful Friday, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.